Hello everybody, welcome back to Living Life Dial Style. I've got another one for you today. I'm going to show you two modifications to my Cherokee Wolf Pup Limited. One of these has been done before already, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you anyway because everybody shows a little different thing. And the one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Hallmaster sway control. Last time we took the RV out, I might have had a little too much weight on the back rack. That's another modification I want to show you that I did. And we had a little bit of sway. It wasn't bad, but I'd like to make it better if possible. So I'm gonna install the Hallmaster sway control, and then I'm going to show you the modification in the back on that rack that holds the spare tire that they say you can put 200 pounds on, which I don't. At 200 pounds, I think you would lose it pretty soon. So I've towed on it. I towed two bikes on it last time we took a trip, and it's scary looking, man. I'll get to that in a minute though. All right, let's get started on this. All right, guys, here we are. I've already started a little bit. This is the little tongue that you can put on either side of the tow hitch. And what I've done is I just locked the tow hitch in because it should be fine just to do that. I don't have to necessarily have it hooked up to the car. So first thing they say is to measure back 24 inches from the center of the ball and put a mark. All right, let's do that. What we'll do is, okay, we got 24 inches center of the ball. Let's look at this. Put a pencil mark right there. All right, all the videos I've seen, I haven't seen many of them that actually show the installation of this plate here. What you got here is you got this plate. Uh-oh, where did it go? Let me see. All right, guy, what'd you do with your plate? Oh, here it is. Sorry. This is the Hallmaster sway control dilly. So anyway, let me go in and pull this pin and take the plate out of here. All right, here's your little plate that basically it hooks like this. Hooks across here like this on that, and then it'll hook over here. Let's set this down. All right, you can go, okay, two different ways. You can go right there like that. That's probably, I'll do that. I'll put it like that. I just have enough room with my weight distribution bars that hook up right here. So let's do that. So what I'm gonna do is, to start with, I'm gonna go ahead and get a pencil here, and I'm gonna split this up right in the center here, and I'm just gonna mark to start with. Well, I may go ahead and mark them all. Let's see. I'm gonna draw a little pencil line here. Uh-oh, gotta be careful. I let it move some. That's probably, I should have a you know what, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's do this a little differently. I got all these tools and I don't use them half the time, but let's try this a little differently. Let's see. All right, let's get this back on here where I'm gonna mount it at. Let's go ahead and, let's see. Well, I need to take up some of the space here. Get it a little closer. All right here. Now, let's get this centered right here. Let's tighten this up. See if this will hold it a little better. What's going on the back side? There we go. Okay, well, it's not holding it great. Let's see. What I'm gonna do here is, well, gotta get my drill. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. What I decided to do was go on and get another clamp. That way I got two clamps on it to hold it. to give it a little more sturdy, make it a little more sturdy. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put this 11/32 on here, this drill bit. I'm just gonna put a little bit like that, just to get a hole started. Let's move this pin. Okay. Too wild about drilling into my frame, but I mean, I guess there's a lot of other stuff drilled into it, so. And I'm gonna go with this little bit now. Put this smaller bit in, and we're gonna run through there. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the other bit back in for this one. I'm gonna do one hole basically, and that way I'm not gonna show you every hole that I drill. I will spare you. Probably could use a little lubricant. All right, the reason I wanted to just do one hole to start with is because I've heard people say that these bolts are that they suck as far as like braking. I don't know. Let's see if I can just see if it goes in okay. And again, probably the better process for this would be, okay, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. There's no reason to try to fix something that's not broke. I guess obviously once you get it down, you should probably take it easy on it and not tighten it up too much. Now I've got that bolt in. Since I got that one bolt in, I'm gonna go ahead and drill all the other holes, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I'm back again. Whoa, almost fell over. Hang on. Let me get all my bolts here. All right. If there's one thing in the world, guys, I hate more than anything, and that's drilling holes in steel. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Before I was putting the bolt in with a regular ratchet, and I'm gonna do this right here to get it started. Let's see. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off the ratchet here. I think what happens is, I saw people doing this like this, and I think what happens is these ratchet drills can be pretty tough. And all right, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I'm not putting so much pressure on these bolts. All right, so what I've done now is, all right, I got this one and this one installed, so I'm gonna take this one back out now. All right, take this one back out, and then we're gonna put the ball piece on. Okay. So I'm gonna take that back off of there and put it back on here. Let's see, let's go ahead and get this out. Okay, now let's put the ball on. All right. Let's see, right here. Okay, I didn't tighten that all the way up. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is start that, back it off a little bit. I'm not going all the way in with them. The biggest thing is just not breaking them. Try not to break them. This impact, which this is a very small, impact, but it's still got a good bit of power. This little Bosch. Okay, I think that one I had in already. So let's go back to the ratchet until we get them past the point of where they're threading, where they're making the thread. Once they hit a certain spot like that, see? Once they hit a certain spot like that, like once it breaks, you can tell that you got the threads in. You can put the drill back on, but you still, that's probably another thing too, is putting them on too tight. I mean, this is just a sway control. This thing don't have to be so dang tight that you're gonna break a bolt. Now see, this is where I struggle with this, because I like things tight, but I have learned in my older age how to be bolt appropriate, and obviously a torque wrench would be very nice for this. All right, guys, everything's on there now. Okay, now this is a very easy installation, really, truly, very easy. Now all you got to do is put this on here like this, and I'll go through I'll give you a little explanation, although this is pretty simple. This is one of the most simple things you'll do probably. Supposedly, let's see, I think that goes through there like that. Let's see. Yeah, okay, like that. And then, let's see. I think right here. Yeah, okay, there we go, right there. All right, now I still have to tighten this up. Get my crescent wrench. Tighten this up.
Are you about ready?
I'm,
You want to go back?
alright, yeah, I'm finishing up this little video here.
Okay.
Alright guys, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to get a set of locking pliers to finish this off with. Okay, see, so obviously when you know, this is set up to where you see how right there it starts to hit. Obviously you have to be cautious about jackknifing, and I see something else too. Probably would be a better idea if this little pin was over here like this, maybe, to keep it away from that. See, all right, and see, we got this away, but see, you can only go so far. You can jackknife a little farther this away, but not really though. I mean, you even hit on your hitch right here, so you're not generally jackknifing that far. Okay, so now the way this works is there's some little, I don't know if you can see in here, there's like brake pads from here to here on this, and the more you tighten this up, the tighter the friction is on it. Let's see if, okay, see, that's a little tighter. Obviously you want to go, you have to test this out. You have to get on the interstate and test it out. Let's see how much tighter it is now. Look at that, see, it's not even moving. Although it's supposed to be tight like that when you're driving. But see, you can hear the friction, and that's how it works. That's how it works. So basically, I watched a video of one guy, and he said, like, they're in town driving and stuff, that he would leave his a little loose, because if you tighten it up like you are on highway driving, he said it makes a lot of noise because of the friction of the brake. But that's up to you. I have not ever used this before, so I'm going to look at it and see what works for me. But that's basically it. And if you tighten this up more than it can go, and it's still not enough, you can tighten this bolt here clockwise, puts more tension on the brake against this bar, and that's basically what helps keep the trailer from swaying bad. Now you may say, well, why didn't you just get a bigger truck? Well, see, I have a 2500 HD, but it's my work truck, and I use it pretty specifically to tow a 23-foot trailer that I cannot pull with anything else. And when I bought this camper, I wanted to get a camper that I could pull with my little Frontier. Now I've got the older body style, the 2nd gen Nissan Frontier, but it came with the 3rd gen 310 horsepower V6 with the Mercedes 9-speed transmission in it, and it tows this thing like a dream. I mean, it really does. And it's got it came with the when they did the 310 horsepower, I think they put that Dana 44 rear end in, which is a heavier duty rear end. And even the other rear end in the regular Frontiers is still a good rear end. But anyway, not to get too far off and down a rabbit hole. All right, so that's basically it on this hitch control. You know, now obviously I'm using this in conjunction with the Harbor Freight Haulmaster 10,000 pound weight distribution hitch, which I have a video where we did that in the parking lot of Harbor Freight when the first trip we took the camper out, and definitely made it 100 times better. But I'm hoping this will just give me that little bit extra that I need, just so I don't have quite as many white knuckle experiences on the interstate. And I'm not driving super fast. Hey guys, I just wanted to come to you and talk about that sway bar, that sway control that I put on the truck in the camper. It's amazing, amazing. You gotta have one, man. It's it totally stops the truck and the trailer from swaying. Especially when 18-wheelers go by on the interstate, man, that's white knuckle stuff. But it's weird how it works. Like, you can adjust the tension on it by turning it and tightening it up or loosening it up. When you put it, if you put it real tight, like, it's weird when you try to turn a little bit, it's like it wants to make the truck go straight, like it's struggling to turn. So you can't put it too tight, but it's crazy how much it stiffens up the trailer in the truck. It's almost like it makes the truck and the trailer one. But we had a moment where I ran off the road, and where I had to run off the road because this truck came by with one of these half a trailers, half a double wides, and it looked like the dude was gonna hit me. And but even though I ran off the road, it was still very controllable. I didn't have to lose control at all. And it's just well worth a purchase for like $38, $39, $40, whatever it was. Definitely get one if you're towing something heavy like that and you're having problems with sway. It helps amazingly. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on that. Take it easy. If you like the content, give me a like and subscribe. I need it. I need it, please. It helps the algorithm to get me out there. I need to get my videos pushed out. I want other people to see them. And you guys are amazing. I love you. Bye-bye.